side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Leopard, leopard.
A carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Set, blue 90, blue 90.
On second down, Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Rosen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Like 20.
To throw is Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And hauling it in, Nelson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! 319! 319!
Now Rosen on 1st down. And Nelson's got it here right side. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Set! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Mark Barron leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
18, look for 18. Let's get this ball.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, blue, 90. Blue, 90.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Look at the dance and the juke. Robert Woods past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Set. Green 39.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Terrell Suggs able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Set. 319. 319.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got Snead. Willie Snead all alone. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A first-half update now from Philadelphia. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They pitch to Perkins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Paul Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Set. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Rosen to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
That is right. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Shoot! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
A handoff to Perkins. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Ravens taking the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now it's Rosen looking. Caught by Nelson left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
4 down, 4 down. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike.
Rosen off the play action. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Everyone's got 4.
Set. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
That's tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Rosen. caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the run, Darkwan. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shift, shift.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Perkins on third down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Green 39! Green 39!
See what you got. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On the give, it's Perkins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Don't say nothing.
Again, they go to Perkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Detroit! Detroit!
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
On third down, that's Perkins. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And now here come the Ravens. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They'll run with Darkwan. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That is right.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Set. Blue 90.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Darkwa. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.